welcome to Finextra. I'm Thea George and I'm here with Michael Mueller of Form3 Financial Cloud. We're at Cybos 2016 in Geneva and we're talking about innovation in payments and banking. Michael, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So what do you think are some of the drivers for change in the banking and payments business right now?
Well, I think there are quite a few drivers for change. On the one hand, you obviously have technology. So technology has moved on big time, and the kind of instruments and methods available today to financial institutions are completely different from what we were looking at 10 years ago. The market environment has changed as well. Customers have become a lot more demanding in terms of the services that they need, and then obviously the regulatory environment, which is the third most important influence that has come in and is leading to change in financial services.
And how are banks challenged in responding to these changes?
I think there are basically four major areas that banks are looking at right now. On the one hand, you have an innovation challenge, so people are actually responding to customer demand in a completely different way. Mobile technology, mobile payments are coming in, and it's basically part of a core offering today. You have regulatory challenges, PSD2, some of the data security legislation that is coming out will obviously lead to a lot of change in the area. You have cost challenges, especially smaller banks are struggling to invest the kind of money it takes to provide that infrastructure to their customers. And last but not least, there's a lot of concern about data security and the safety of the operating environment that banks can actually deploy within their infrastructure. So all of that together, I think, leads to a very interesting mix of challenges for financial institutions, which we try to address with our offering in Form3.
Thinking about technology for a moment then, what are some of the key technologies that banks need to deploy to be both more agile and more competitive in this changing environment?
Well, I think the cloud has changed quite a bit, and it really feels like we're at a tipping point here where cloud computing has become a lot more accepted by many of the financial institutions that we're talking to at the moment. The regulator has come out with some guidance on cloud computing, and I think there's general recognition that cloud computing is safe enough for deployment in the financial services industry and provides the efficiencies that those banks need to respond to the challenges. On top of that, you have things like APIs, you have things like flexible user interfaces and different operating models that banks can deploy to respond to these challenges, not only from a technology perspective, but also from a product and from an operational perspective.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching.